Welcome everybody to Funky Junk Inspirations. My name is Christy, and I'd love it if you'd subscribe to my channel. Please remember to like, comment, and share our videos also. Today I'm in a collaboration called Hello Christmas with host Krista from Krista's Crafty Life and Rustic Lace and DIY. Please subscribe to their channels. And here is DIY number 1. Alright, let's get started here. This first DIY is a project that I cut out on my laser. It says Joy with a snowman face in the center, and it just it'll stand. It has a little stand there and it'll stand up. Okay, I decided to use non-traditional Christmas colors. I'm using this kind of aqua royal blue color and red. I think it'll be something a little different and something a little cute. So here we go. We just got to get this base all painted here. I wanted to thank everybody in the collaboration today, and make sure if you're watching the playlist, which is in my description box, make sure that you subscribe to everyone's channel because there's some amazing creators in this group, and I appreciate them allowing me to do this with them. Okay, so next thing we're going to do is we're going to jump over to the red, and we're going to do the J and the Y in red. Now I switched over to a makeup wedge instead of a paintbrush. The reason I did that is I like to use a makeup wedge and use it kind of like you do a stencil brush. Make sure you do a lot of offloading. The makeup wedge makes it so you don't get big globs of paint along the sides, kind of like you do with a paintbrush, because you kind of wipe across the edge there and sometimes you'll leave a blob of paint. Also, using the makeup wedge, your paint does dry a little quicker. So because you're putting on a thinner layer. Sometimes you need to add multiple layers so that they really stand out, but not always. Okay, so now here we're going to do these little snowflakes. Now same thing, I'm going to use a makeup wedge. I put them on a piece of painter's tape. This is a little trick that I have found to make it easy so that you're not getting paint all over your fingers. You can kind of hold the project down and it's not all over the place, flopping around and all that kind of stuff. So it just does make it a little bit easier. Okay, so now let's get our little snowman face all nice and white. I do want to take this time to apologize. I have a very bad cold, so I'm sure this voiceover sounds really weird. I apologize. Okay, so now I like to take my Cricut weeding tool and I'll go around where these eyes and this mouth is etched in here, these little circles, and see how cleaning out that wet paint, you need to do it when the paint is still wet, really cleans those out so that they can pop, you can see them, and all that kind of stuff. This is a good idea to do on your projects because then you would be able to tell exactly where things go, and also it makes any type of etching that you have done really stand out. That's the other good thing about the makeup wedge. It doesn't get a whole lot of paint down into the etching pieces. So like you'll see here with this nose, I don't do the same thing with this nose. I don't clean those out because when I use the makeup wedge instead of the paintbrush, it really didn't get a lot of paint down in those edges. Okay, so here we go. Let's just kind of dry fit everything. Make sure where I'm still going the right direction and all that kind of stuff. Now, this base is 3 layers thick. The reason it's 3 layers thick is because you need that to slide down inside there, and so you need it a little bit thicker than just one piece. I only need to paint the top. Okay, I don't need to paint the other pieces because they're going to all be glued on there together. Alright, so now let's start putting our project together. This is the fun part, getting all the puzzle pieces painted, and now we're just sliding them back together. I like to use stick fast paint. It's a CA glue, which is like a super glue. I use the thick. There is a thick and a medium. Both are good products to use. The thin, I will tell you, I do not recommend using the thin because it's kind of like using regular super glue to where it will run real bad on you. So the thick just allows you a few minutes to get your project pushed on to stay, but once you push them down, they're pretty much on there for good. But it also doesn't make your glue run everywhere. Now, if you do get glue in other places, it's okay because the glue will dry clear, but you will be able to see it because, you know, it'll be kind of like a clear on there. But they have some stuff called Deep Bonder you can put on there that will take the glue back off and not mess up your paint. So here I am lining up my base. Now I do not end up gluing the Joy down into the base. And the reason that I don't do that is because then I can lay it flat to store for Christmas time, you know, to put away. And I don't have to worry about it getting broken or something like that. So here I'm just kind of seeing where we want to put our snowflakes. I think this is turning out really cute. Okay, so I'm going to start gluing on my snowflakes. I don't have to put glue all over the bottom of my snowflake because it's only touching on the red part of the letters there, because this is kind of a, you know, this is a 3D project and stuff. So I'm just looking around. I don't have a set spot that I want to put the snowflakes. Just put them wherever you want to put them. Okay, so now I'm going to get a Posca pen out and do my eyes and my mouth. You can use a paint with a paintbrush, but I feel like I have a little more control using the Posca pen, kind of like I'm working with a crayon or a marker. And we're just going to go around there. And since I cleaned out those etched areas, it makes it very simple and very easy to fill that in. Okay, so now I'm just sticking that back in there. We're going to look at the project. Now I got some paint on the front there when I painted that. So now I'm just going to take my paintbrush and we're just going to put a little bit of the turquoisey colored paint on there, just so that it doesn't look sloppy. I will end up painting the back of it. I'll do that off camera. I won't bore you guys with watching me paint the back of it, but I will paint the back because this project could possibly be seen both directions. I love how this turned out. I think it's really cute. It's a fun little project. And I just got to look at it. It's like we didn't distress any of the edges, you guys. So let's get our distress ink out here and distress some of the edges. Ideally, you should do this before you start gluing it together. But, you know, hey, that's what happens sometimes. Not sure what I was digging through my little ink container there for, but I went right back to what I was using. So I'm just kind of hitting that everywhere just to add a little something extra to it. So, you know, that's just the look that I like. I like the look of the distressed look. So that's why we went in and did that, but you don't have to. All right, let's do DIY number 2. This is a fun project. On this project right here, we're going to use a board that I probably had something on it at some other time, and I just kind of sanded it off. We're going to use these stencils from Essential Stencils. I am an ambassador for Essential Stencil. If you use the code FUNKYJUNK, all one word, at checkout on the Essential Stencil website, you can save 10%. And obviously that helps me out a little bit too by you using my link. Okay, so right here I'm taking this candy dish lid just to figure out, is that going to fit for my round snowman head? All right, so now I take a tape measure and I measure the center, check out the size of my bowl or my lid, and just kind of mark on there just about where it's supposed to be. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I just wanted to start in the center so that I was sure that I could get all 3 snowmen on here and it not look off. Well, I can't see the pencil mark, so let's get the Stabilo pen out and use the Stabilo pencil to mark my areas. Now, I also don't want these snowman heads to be all in a straight line, because if they're not in a perfectly straight line, it's going to drive me crazy. So I just want to make them just a little bit off so that it doesn't look like I'm trying to put it in the perfect spot. Okay, so now let's grab some white paint, and here we go, making our snowman heads. And these do not need to be perfect. They don't have to be perfectly round. As we all know, snowman heads are not perfectly round. They have little dents in them. Sometimes they have a leaf in them. Sometimes they have all kinds of stuff in them. So I'm just kind of following the circle there as best I can, and just getting it, you know, almost round, almost, you know, just to look like a head, you know, a snowman head here. And you'll notice on this last one, I got a little excited, and It's definitely not round, but I don't care. I think it looks cute. So now we just need to get our snowman dry right here so that we can put our stencils on. I love this project. I think it's going to turn out really cute. Again, I want to thank my hosts, Krista's A Crafty Life and Rustic and Lace DIY. I appreciate you allowing me to be in your playlist today with this collaboration. Okay, so now we are lining up our little snowman face right here. These are going to turn out so cute, you guys. I'm so excited. I got some orange paint out here and put it on my stencil brush. Again, you really want to make sure that you offload a lot. Don't have big blobs of paint. That's what helps with bleed through. If you have any questions about bleed through or stenciling or anything, please hit me up. And I'm more than happy to help you figure out what's going wrong for you. So I love stenciling, and I want everybody to love it as much as I do. So reach out if you're having troubles. Okay, so now we got some black paint out. Again, we are offloading. We're going to go right over these eyes and mouth. So excited about this. It's going to be fun and easy. And it's such fast projects using stencils. They always turn out really good and really cute. Now look at those sweet little faces. I absolutely love these little friends. I'm picturing a little girl and two little boys, or maybe two girls and a little boy, snowman, and they are out playing in the snow, and they're all so happy. Okay, so now I'm going to use the Snow Paste by Pentart. I do have a link to Decoupage Central, which I am an affiliate with them also, where you can purchase all the Pentart stuff, rice papers, all kinds of fun and exciting things. New IODs are coming out very soon for Christmas, and you can purchase those there. I will put the link of that in my description box also, if you would like to go check out what's going on there. Okay, so here we are putting on the snow. I'm just using a palette knife, and I'm just kind of putting it on the bottom here just to add a whole bunch of texture and funness to this wood sign right here. Now I am careful not to get it to go over the edges there, so that this will still stand up along there. So anyway, here we go, just putting on a bunch of snow. Now, if you ever watch me live over on Facebook, sometimes I have to have my friends say, okay, stop, because I will just keep adding and keep adding when I'm doing backgrounds and doing paint and things like that. But I do get a little control of myself, and I stop here in a second because I finally decide that that's enough snow on this project. Isn't that cute? I think that just adds just something a little extra there to the project. Well, I need to finish framing in my projects. So here I'm going to take some white paint on a stencil brush. I like to use the stencil brush because the bristles are nice and thick, and I just kind of want to add a frame around my board here. I like to frame in a lot of my stencil projects, any of my projects I like to frame in. I think it just adds a little something extra so that it draws your eye to the center and what you're actually wanting people to look at on a project that you have there. So I just continue to go around the edges right there. Now again, this is another fun project that you can leave out through January also, because it's snowmen, you know, so it's not just a Christmas project. It is kind of a wintry project, but it's the first thing I thought of when I read what our playlist was, being Hello Christmas, was these little snowman faces. I just love them. They make me smile, make me feel happy. I love them. All right, DIY number 3. Okay, this is a fun little project. This is a piece of rice paper from Decoupage Central. I absolutely love this paper. This little elf is so cute. and I just love his little face, and the details on it are just awesome. This is just a canvas board here that I am just going to put this on. Now I'm going to use Pentart, the Decoupage medium from Pentart, which is a varnish and glue. So you could put it on top and it finishes your project also. What I like about this is it's nice and thick, so it's real easy to work with, but it also dries a true matte color. You truly can't see it, kind of like, you know, sometimes with your Mod Podge you can see a little bit of a glow, a little bit of a glossy area even when you use the matte, and you won't be able to see that. Now I was thinking, should we come in with some paint and blend all this in on these edges? But I'm kind of liking how it looks like this, so I'm just going to leave it alone. A lot of times I'll come around with paint and blend the rice papers in, but I really like it. Okay, so here's the reveal of our 3 projects. Absolutely love these projects. I think they turned out really, really cute, and they're fun and whimsical and all that kind of stuff. I would love it if you'd subscribe to my channel, and I appreciate you guys all being here. Please subscribe to my channel and don't forget to hit the bell.